So, what changes will you and me make while we look to world leaders to commit to fighting climate change in COP26 next week? We're also being challenged to take positive action as individuals. Residents in Chichester gathered earlier today to show that every one of us can make a difference. In a moment, we'll be exploring the role of local councils in effecting environmental change. But first, Sean Killick reports on the power of the people.
Sometimes you look at what's ahead of you and it's hard to figure out what it's all about. But if you view it from a different perspective, suddenly things become a lot clearer. We all need to commit to a more sustainable future. That's the big message from here today. Hundreds of people spelling it out to world leaders and each other. Among those who took part, Jenna from Chichester and her children and parents. But what commitments are this family making?
Use less plastic bags to help the environment.
I've pledged to only buy food we're going to eat because we all waste too much food.
Plant more trees.
As a family of 3, we have a lot of washing, so we're going to try and use the dryer less, get it out in the air and drying on radiators and on airers.
And mine is using less fuel, so thinking about the heating that seems to be on endlessly.
Chichester Festival Theatre is planting trees to replace the tradition of giving gifts on the first night of productions. Everyone involved there doing their bit too.
My commitment is to shop more sustainably fashion-wise, so I'm going to not use big brands and shop more locally and do things like clothes swaps instead of buying new clothes all the time because I don't need to.
I personally am going to try and not buy food that is, wrapped in single-use plastics. When I'm making my own lunches or food with things, maybe you can use honeybee wax as like a cling film.
Today's event was organised by a local tourism organisation.
Jerusalem, the score and the words were penned here in Chichester District, so we are the definition of green and pleasant, and we want to showcase that, show how important it is.
Today the message was certainly clearly seen on this particular one of England's pleasant pastures. Sean Killick, BBC South Today, Chichester.